My hair is a mess. It was raining and my hair's always a mess, really. Hey guys, welcome back. I've recently realized that I'm running out of a lot of products and I decided to sit down and share with you the items that I will be repurchasing and the items that I won't be repurchasing. I was going to take you to the store with me, but then I realized I wouldn't really be telling you the items that I won't be repurchasing, so I'm just going to do an empties video and just get on started. The first item that I have here is actually my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and not only did I run out of this one, but I even ran out of my I even ran out of my backup one, so I definitely am going back to purchase that again. It is one of my favorite concealers, especially from the drugstore. I think it's very comparable to the NARS one. I think it's a little bit better just because the NARS one is a little bit, it sits into my creases a little bit more than this one does. Of course, all concealers like crease or whatever, but I really like this one and I just set it with a powder right after and it's amazing. I love the color, a lot of it. My next item is another concealer and it's actually from Maybelline again. It's the Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. I have it in the shade Light. This is one of my favorite concealers, not for under the eyes, but to carve out my brow bones. And I know that's a little bit strange, but that's like the only area I can put a ton of concealer on without it creasing really. And this is such a great such a great concealer to carve out my brows. It's really full coverage and it just sits really well. And I just use one of my smudge brushes from Morphe. This is the B16, it's my favorite brush to use with it, just to carve out my eyebrows. To be honest though, I wanted to branch out and try other concealers to carve out my eyebrows, so I'm not sure that I'm going to repurchase it again. I might just try to carve out my eyebrows with the Fit Me Concealer, and if it works equally as well, there's no reason to have another concealer solely for my brow bone, you know? And I'm not sure if this is going to shock anybody else, but my next item is also from Maybelline. It's the Total Temptation Waterproof Mascara, and let me tell you, this is empty after like a month and a half of owning this. This is such a great product. I love this product. I've used it almost every single day, and if I do use another mascara, I'll use this with that mascara. It's just such a great mascara. It's one of my favorites very recently really, and I've just emptied it out. And it's not even that there's not that much product in here. It's got 0.3 fluid ounces. That's actually more than my L'Oreal Lash Paradise, so I'm using it a lot and I'm repurchasing it. The next product I have here is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I've actually repurchased this a total of 8 times. I really love this. When I used to use this on my brows solely, I used to run through one a month because this is the only thing I was putting in my brows. But then I picked up my next item, which is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And nowadays, most of the time, I just use these pencils to go in and touch up any lines or like make sure everything looks good after I set it in with some powder or some pomade. And for that reason, I'm not going to be repurchasing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm going to be repurchasing the NYX Micro Brow Pencil instead. I do think that if you were only using one of these items for your brows, like entirely, do pick up the Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. The pigment lasts longer on your skin than the NYX one does, but I find that if you go in with a pomade first and a powder and then use the NYX one, it lasts really well, but the NYX alone doesn't last that well. It fades. It doesn't really move, but it fades. My next items are very similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the sense that I used to love them and now I found a replacement for them, so I won't be repurchasing them, though I do love these products. My first one is my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, and let me tell you, I purchased so many of them. So much of my money went to Kat Von D. I started branching out and I started buying drugstore eyeliners, and I ran into Jessie's Girl. It's only sold at Rite Aid, and I know Walgreens is buying out Rite Aid, so I'm not sure what's going to happen to Jessie's Girl, but it is an amazing eyeliner, but it dries out really quickly. I use about one a month, and my tattoo liner I used every day, and it lasted me about 2 months, maybe a month and a half, but these only last me a month. Oh, it does tell you it's 0.017 ounces. And the tattoo liner is 0.019. So they're not even that different in the amount of product that's given, but the Jessie's Girl just dries out a lot quicker. The other downside of the Jessie's Girl is that you have to shake it. You gotta shake it like it's two Macarenas, okay? Get your head out of the gutter, but you gotta shake these things so freaking hard. And then I was like, you know what, shaking it's worth it. I can buy almost 3 of these for the price of tattoo liner, but then I ran into my next holy grail, so I'm not purchasing these again. My next product is from Too Faced, which is the Shadow Insurance 24-hour anti-crease eyeshadow primer, and this has been my favorite eyeshadow primer for about over a year now. I've repurchased this about 2 times, so it does last you quite a while. I don't want to say it's creasing. It's not creasing, but it's lifting. My eyeshadow will start lifting, so I'm not too sure if I'm going to repurchase it. I might get a sample of it and then just try it out again. If it doesn't happen, I'll definitely repurchase it because this is amazing and I used it almost every day for such a long time. It's my favorite, so I'm really hoping it stays my favorite. And for my last product, I'm kind of cheating. It's technically not empty, but that's because I tried to sharpen it and I thought I could, but it doesn't fit in a sharpener. The NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. It's one of my favorite drugstore items to actually use as a primer. Everything looks so amazing on it. All the colors pop on it, especially lighter colors like actual like blues and pinks and reds and stuff. It really, really pops and it stays on so well because it's so tacky. It's also such a great price when I do want to start saving money. Alright, so those are the items that I've recently run out of and they're all empty, so I will be repurchasing the ones that I've mentioned and I won't be repurchasing the ones I didn't mention. I will be getting another sample of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance because it's empty, but I don't know if the formula changed or if it's reacting to my skin differently. There's some separation going on. And I don't know, I don't want it to be the separation of me and my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but I'll let you know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.